what really trips me out is they're trying to say, so there's pictures of the house before Maria hit, and there's like,
is that a hurricane?
yeah,
Okay.
yep, it sat on the island and just murdered the island. It was really bad. It was bad. It was bad for the people, bad for everything. It was terrifying.
I think they talked about it. Well, I don't know if it, because I was in San Juan, but they was talking about a storm that hit when I was out there.
Yeah,
it didn't hit when I was out there, but when we did like the boat tour and stuff, they was talking about a storm. So I don't know. It might have was Maria. I don't know.
Bro, it
hit the whole island, like it hit everything.
It hit the whole island.
Well, yeah, they were talking about
on
that.
it and just spun on it, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was either 24 or 48 hours. Don't quote me on that one, but yeah.
Because they had boats flipped over and shit. Yeah, it was.
Boats sitting in people's yards.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, what the fuck this boat doing? They was like, it's from the storm type shit. Because we did the tour and like saw the mansions and all that shit. Like, they got some fire ass cribs in Puerto Rico.
Dude,
how much you bought it for?
Beautiful. I paid $317 for it.
Okay. What you think it's worth after you done with it?
Bro.
Whatever you say is worth.
It's gonna be, the house 2-3 doors down to my right, they had one evaluation or one appraisal on the house from somebody in Ponce, one from a person in Aguadilla, and one from San Juan, just to make sure they had real tight opinions and evaluations of the home. The lowest appraisal on that house is $3 million. My place will be way nicer.
Way nicer.
And I'll be in at, I think, right under $600,000 all in house, complete fucking.
So you only put $300,000 into it. How big is it?
Oh, I came up on some of your deals, huh? Whoa!
I'm like, wait.
You ain't the only one that can do it. You ain't the only one that can do it. Oh, bro, get out! I'm watching you.
Man,
get
what the
out of
fuck?
here. Yes, bro.
God
Yes.
damn. What's up? What's good with y'all, bro? It's your boy Abram, and y'all are tuned in for another episode of Triple M Show, the money-making mindset, where you get to unlock the secrets of real money-making mindsets of people that went out there, did the work, made the mistakes, and still ended up on top. Y'all know every single week we want to bring on the best of the best when it comes to the guests. We talk about real estate. We talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about life in general. And everyone that's viewing, I want y'all to make sure that you take one thing from this show and go apply it immediately. Like, don't wait about it. Like, we were just talking about,
Don't waste no time.
Yeah, getting that gut feeling. Like, whenever you feel it, like, go ahead and take action on it. So, with that being said, before I move on to the next thing, I want everybody to make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share this out. We want to get this information out there in the day and age where, controversy and things that don't matter is what's grabbing everyone's attention. Those are really distractions. It's done by design. So
I could go into that all day.
Exactly,
That's a whole
bro.
nother topic.
It's done by design. You feel me? So we want to make sure that this is what's getting out there. This is what's getting all the traction because we putting out real information that you could apply and start, changing your life and becoming like the people that we bringing on this show. So with that being said, I got the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Shy. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, bro. Thank you for having me on. I love
Appreciate
you,
you,
bro.
bro. Appreciate
I love what you're
you,
doing.
dog.
The message, the energy, the information sharing, bro. It's relieving to see people actually giving back, bro.
Yes, sir.
100%.
I appreciate
like
that,
it just,
bro.
Yeah, it does something for me. So I'm very thankful to be here, bro.
Bro, I appreciate it, bro.
110%.
And I'm happy. Like,
I'm gonna try to keep this close to me, sir.
It's good. I think it's picking up on you. We
Okay,
good?
cool.
All right, cool.
All right, tight.
And I appreciate you, bro, because this was one of those shows that like we ain't really like planned out everything. It was like a text. Yo,
Perfect.
you want to do this? Boom. Time.
like, yo, I'm
All right,
in.
cool.
Let's get
I'm
it.
pulling up. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. So this is gonna be a dope episode, man. I like to, before we even talk about all of the other stuff that's amazing and great, I want the people to know, like, who is Shy? Who is Shy?
So, that's a tough one. That's
Where
probably
you
the
from,
hardest
bro?
question you
Yeah,
could
bro.
hit me.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a entrepreneur. Grew up in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
In North
Shout
Memphis.
out to them.
Yep. Raleigh.
Shout out to Dolph, North
Literally.
Memphis, huh?
Yep. It was me and Quentin Jackson, Rampage, UFC
Okay.
fighter.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same neighborhood.
All right.
Yeah, it's Big
Yeah.
Page, it's Baby
I used
Page.
to use him on the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to use
that's
him
my
on the
dog. We're
game.
going to Medellin next month to get stem cells. Or actually this month. I think that's
to
17th.
to do what?
To get stem cells.
So like that's because I only read about it, the stem cell research stuff. So like, don't that like make you live longer or age backwards?
So it's basically stem cells can be any kind of cell.
Okay.
So they literally go in, they target inflammation because they know that's where it says, okay, there's damage here. So it goes in, then it could be heart tissue, muscle tissue. It can be any kind of, it can change into any kind of cell. So it goes in and helps your body repair. So
Okay.
I'm all beat up from wrestling. That's how
Yeah.
Rampage and I knew each other. Like
Yeah.
he went to Raleigh, Egypt. I got kicked out of, well, I was not allowed to go back to Raleigh, Egypt because I was fist fighting every day of my life as a kid.
Yeah.
I was not a great kid. And so I went to a different school and he lived right around the corner, but best
And y'all
friends
going
growing
out
up.
there.
Yeah.
Y'all go stay in Escobar spot.
That's some more of your business. No, I've
Man,
seen it, bro. It's
Yeah,
sick, dude.
It's fire, bro.
It's crazy,
It's
bro. The
fire,
history
dog.
behind him.
Man,
But yeah,
it's
like
fire, bro.
I'm an entrepreneur, musician, speed freak. Love cars, huge car dude. Yeah, man. And I'm a business junkie, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't stop. Something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
I can't turn it off.
That's how
I can't.
I feel like, the people that is in it, and I'm not gonna say you're not in it for the money, but the people that's in it for purpose is like, yeah, you get to the money, but it's like you can't, just get to a point where you like, I'm done, I'm stopping,
I'll
because
tell
like,
everybody this.
Yeah.
Money is a byproduct of success. If you focus on money, you're gonna lose. You focus on success, you focus on being the best at whatever you're doing. Doesn't matter if it's scrubbing toilets, it doesn't matter if it's mowing yards, it doesn't matter. You will gain recognition and you will gain traction in your life by being the best. I tell people this all the time. I'm like, name an athlete. Name an athlete right now. Give me LeBron James. You think LeBron James goes out on the court and he's like, boom, 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 $5,000. Boom, 10 grand. No, bro, he's focused on the win.
Being the best,
Everything else just falls into play.
And I think athletes are some of the best examples for that. Like what you were saying, like focus on the success. Cause like all athletes, like shit, I'm an athlete, you know what I'm saying? I ain't make it to the level where we getting paid for it. But it start off as, you playing a sport that you love, you know what I'm saying, that you genuinely enjoy. And then you get, it becomes a competition. And then, you start seeing where the good separate from the great, and then once you make it to the point where you great and you the best, then the money start coming in, but it's really a byproduct of you putting in the work and becoming one of the best,
Putting in the work. I tell a lot of people also, it's like, the biggest thing, the mantra of the company. So I just did a 9-figure exit on one of my companies,
We're
right?
going to talk about that too.
We can get all into it, bro.
He said 9 figures. He didn't say 7 or 8. He said 9.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And I grew that business. I started in May of 17.
Okay.
So, 6, almost 7 years later.
Yeah. That's not that long.
But the whole mantra of that company is and follows into everything that I do is you'll never know true success until you make somebody else successful. And a lot of people take that at face value and they're like, oh, of course that makes sense. You make somebody else successful and true success, because you gave back to somebody else. And though that is a part, that's only one part. There's a part A and a part B, and that's actually the part B. Part A to that is, in order for you to be able to make somebody successful, you have to learn everything. Then you have to learn how to teach it. And then you got to learn how to teach it to different personalities, people that aren't like you. You got to be able to replicate that. So the well of knowledge that you have to become, and then you have to learn how to lead and how to teach and get them to implement that. The person that you have to become to make that happen makes you truly successful.
And where does it come from? Learning all those things and being able to be a leader for other people. Where you think that come from?
As far as the drive or the desire to do it, or
I'm not gonna say the desire, but that's important too. But actually being that person that's qualified to push the needle forward and make somebody else successful and teach them, you know, how to do their job or show them how to do their job or work through those mistakes and everything else under the sun when it comes to building a company?
To me, there's anybody can do anything. I don't think that there's necessarily like, okay, you were just born into that, you know? Maybe your will or maybe your desire, there may be some kind of natural instinct inside of you that makes you want to lead. But leading is learned, much like everything else in life. Leading is learned. It's like I didn't pop out of my mom's womb being like, I'm a leader. Like, you know, like I didn't come out with those skill sets. I had to learn those skill sets, and then I had to have the will to want to learn those skill sets.
You hit the nail on the head. That's basically what I was getting at is experience. You know, like you got to actually go do it yourself versus we live in a world where people do something one time or two times and then they think they could go show somebody else how to do it. Where it's like you're not even qualified to lead somebody else, you know?
You know, but it's never a bad thing to encourage other people to go in the right direction. Like I'll push these guys. Like when we first started the company, there were 6 of us in a 10 by 10 room.
So May 2017, let's get specific for our audience. So what kind of company this was?
So it was a residential roofing company.
Okay, so residential roofing company. You and a few of your friends started it in May of 2017.
It was May 1st, 2017, yep.
Okay, and did like y'all just woke up one day and said, I want to start a roofing company?
No, that's not how it went down. Like, so I was touring all over the world, touring all over the U.S., right? Okay. Playing music. And, bro, like, we were in a 15-passenger van driving around. I remember warming up raviolis on the motor of the van, bro. We were so broke.
Yeah.
I remember being so cold in Colorado in the wintertime that we snuck into a Walmart, knocked all the comforters off the shelf, slid in behind them, and pulled them back and slept on the shelves. I'm telling you, bro, like broke and cold, bro, and hungry. But the desire to win was there. I was like not stopping. But
he said he slept on the shelf.
Slept on the shelf,
pulled
bro.
the covers back on it.
I'm telling you,
so
bro.
they closed the store up. Y'all was locked in there.
In the store, bro. Straight up.
God
like, I'm
damn.
telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Do anything for
I ain't
success,
heard that
bro.
one before. I think I seen that on TV.
Dude, it is what it is, bro. And so, but every time I come back in.
There's glory in the story, though.
Dude, you know? Every time I would come back in from tour, I'd have to figure out how to make more money so we could go back out and play music again, right? Because we weren't making anything. So we were always like getting into renovations and doing things like that. And I remember I kept asking,
flipping like a property and stuff, right?
Well, no, like we didn't have enough money flipping properties, bro.
Y'all just getting handyman
and stuff, just doing jobs, right?
Okay.
Subcontracting stuff out. And so when we were doing that, like it was all to go back out on the road, like every bit of it. And then I remember I was like, man, I got to make a change, you know? There's got to be something different. So, man, I'm going to say some shit that may get me in trouble on this, but I remember that I went in and I kept going to all these people and I was like, yeah, let me get $100,000 loan. I can flip this house. Cause I mean, that's what I was essentially doing for everybody else. Right. I was like, yeah, you know, I asked 5, 10, 15 people, boom, boom, boom. Every time it was no. And I'm like, I kept getting fed all these no's and I was getting so frustrated. I was like, why does nobody believe in me? You know, like, you know, and it was everybody else.
How old are you at this time?
Bro, I was 32.
Okay, so you was 32.
Yep. And I was like, nobody believes in me. And I just had this negative attitude. And I remember this thing my aunt told me before she passed away. She said, son, if one person says something, it may or may not be true. If everybody's saying it, there's got to be something in it, right? Not saying it's fact, but you need to do some diving. And so I started looking, I was like, you know what? This is my fault. This is nobody else's fault. This is my fault. This is my fault that I haven't put myself into a position. It's not their fault. They worked hard to earn that money, right? And money's not, it's not easy to come by when you're first getting started, right? Until you make it easy, until you manifest it, until you start to learn the traits that make it easy to make, right? And you have to change your mindset in order to make that happen. And so I was like,
I love that.
I was like,
The money making
That's
mindset, bro. He
I
just
was
shot
like,
us out, bro. I love it.
And
The
I was like,
mindset is what makes the money, dog.
everything.
Yes, sir.
Everything's manifest destiny is what it is. So I kept just no. And finally I said, you know what did I do to deserve their money? Them loan. I'd never done anything that proved that I could show a return on their money. I never did anything to do that, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get this loan myself. So what I did was I ate off $5 a day for 2 years.
Discipline.
$5 a day for 2 years. I ate the same fucking McDonald's every day for 2 years. And I saved every single dollar I had. Every fucking dollar. Every one of them. I didn't drink, right? I didn't drink because I couldn't afford to drink. So I just told people I don't drink,
Yeah.
right?
He was like,
No, I
yeah,
couldn't afford to
yeah,
drink, right?
yeah.
So I didn't drink. I ate off $5 a day every single fucking day, bro. And I saved every penny. And I went in because I knew it took 2 years of tax returns to qualify for a loan. So I saved every single penny, right?
Was it from music touring or just side jobs, hustling?
Everything. I slowed down on the touring stuff
All right.
because I needed to make a change. I get up and I work for this dude, Paul Zanone in Memphis, and I literally was making $12 an hour laying tile for him on my hands
Okay.
and knees. I get out of there, I go to rehearsals. I get out of rehearsals, I go take a nap, I go in and I wash FedEx trucks from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. Then I get up again, 5 o'clock in the morning, and be right back on it. And I dedicated my life to that, right? I said I dedicated my life to that change, and I took every penny and I went in and this is what I claimed on my taxes, right? And I paid every single dollar. Anything I could do on the side, on the weekends, cutting trees, cutting lawns, I don't care if it's cleaning up dog shit. I saved every penny. I ain't above anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. When you have the will to change, the desire to change your life, that you truly desire to change your life, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You go get it done,
Yeah.
right? And I did that for 2 years, bro. I saved every penny. I remember, I'm not going to tell you how all the taxation stuff worked out, but I went in and paid the tax man a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? A lot of
I
money to
remember
show
that first time, yeah.
to show my taxes that I made this,
Yeah.
right? I went in there. I remember walking in at Triumph Bank and I sat down and had my business plan laid out, examples of my work, everything I'd done. I found 2 houses. And I went in and asked them for $400,000. And I laid out my financials, laid out my business plan, and Triumph Bank backed me on 2 houses. And I sat down. I remember walking out of there and I was confident walking in because I knew what I'd done. I knew the sacrifice I had made. Right? I knew that I'd done what nobody else would do. And when they told me, they were like, this is impressive. We would love to work with you. And I walked out of that bank with that loan. I was like, y'all
And that
got
was to flip those 2 properties.
to flip those 2 properties.
All right.
And after I was like, y'all all got me fucked up now. Watch what I do now. Watch this.
I got it now.
Watch me go to work.
I'm in the door now.
Watch me go to work.
Yes, sir.
Doing straight work, bro. That's when people tell me, I'm like, dude, most
So this
people.
is 2019 right here.
This was
No, this 2017 still?
This was 2012.
Oh, leading up. Okay, this is
up.
the
This is
lead
the
up.
lead up, bro.
Okay, gotcha,
This is a
gotcha.
lead up.
Gotcha, all right.
So I went out there, I got those 2 houses, flipped those, had other flip stuff going on, opened a renovations company, was renovating stuff. I got to renovate the first venue I ever played, which is the New Daisy Theater.
Yeah,
You know, worked with Live Nation on everything they needed from egress perspectives and things of that nature.
so basically the relationships. All right, so I want to highlight something right now because I just noticed something big and I want to make sure y'all notice this. So you was on the road basically chasing your dream, your passion, because I'm assuming your passion is music. Like,
Correct.
That's something you love to do, whether you're getting paid for it or not.
Doesn't matter.
And the whole time you on this road, you're not getting paid a lot of money, but you getting paid in relationships. You meeting people.
Correct.
And then you go to work and stack up this money. You get an opportunity to start flipping properties and you start your renovation company, but it sounds like the relationships that you built on road, touring in that music industry started to pay off because you said you was working with Live Nation.
Yep.
You worked with the first venue that you ever renovated.
Yep.
And so it's like you might have didn't get paid right then and there.
But it came
back around.
full circle, bro.
Yeah.
I think that renovation was like $750,000.
Okay.
You know, which was great for me.
Yeah, 750
like,
grand.
yeah,
shit.
bro, it was
How much of
bomb.
that you would take home from the
I was running about a 34% margin. I
So
was
you
taking
took home at
quite a
least like what, 300?
bit. Close.
At least 250, 300.
close.
Yeah. So
Took home
shit.
about a third.
Yeah, I mean shit. You go from
250,
spending
$270.
$5 a day,
Bro, that's
saving
why I'm
up all
telling
your
you.
money to
That's why
you
I'm
know what
telling you.
saying?
I'm like, most people can't even keep track with like their health and fitness for 2 weeks, much less say, I'm not going to break this for 2 years.
for 2 years.
For 2 years, bro. I'm going to dedicate my life to change for 2 years.
Now on that journey,
It
because you
was
know
tough,
some
bro,
people will look
tough.
at 2 years. They only look at the end. But on that journey, did you start noticing like real changes in your life on month 3, 6, first year?
100%. 100% notice changes along the way. And something else that I learned is anybody says you're bragging, cut them out of your life.
Yeah, because they ain't.
Anybody that says you're bragging, you need to talk about the things you do. And you need to talk about your successes. You need to be open and honest with your losses. You need to talk about your successes. You need to be boastful about that because you're going to bring people into your life, right, that reciprocate that same energy. They're hunting down people to be in their lives that are like that. Like me, I don't want anybody negative in my life, bro.
Yeah.
I will cut you out. I will carve you out like a
Yeah,
pumpkin.
you gotta
no
go.
way. I had so many
Successful
people.
people know how important it is, the environment and people that you're around.
It draws it back to you. When you're talking about it, people start hearing inklings of it, right? They're like, oh, he just flipped his house, made 30. He just, flipped his house, made 80. He just, he just made, a couple $100,000 off that renovation. He did this, he did. When that starts to happen and that talking, some people are like, oh yeah, he's just bragging, got a big head, this, that, and the other. Other people with a good ear are going,
Let me get around him.
I could do some work with this guy.
Yeah, let me get around him.
Yep, I could do some work with
Let
this
me
guy.
see. I see the opportunity.
Yep.
Basically, at that point.
This is healthy, And then you start to little by little, and then it's funny because later on in life that trickles into the people that once were talking all the shit and running their mouths. That turns into, oh, I used to know him back when.
I used to know him. I was cool with
man,
him.
we were tight back when.
He lived in my neighborhood.
Let me
all
tell
that.
you, I know all of y'all, every one of you. Fuck y'all, dude.
Put 2 of them up.
Dude, see,
Bro, I feel the same way, dog, because when I was in college and I was first getting into real estate, bro, and I was buying courses, and this is what I used to do. And I'm in college. I'm young, you know what I'm saying? And I got my first opportunity to get into real estate because, like, I was in college and I'm like, I'm doing well, but I didn't know why I was there because I knew a job wasn't going to pay me what I wanted to get paid.
Yep.
And I used to pray to, like, and I say I still, like, I pray to God at night. I like, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. God, just whatever it is that's going to make me rich, just put it in front of me. Put it in front of me. And eventually I came across wholesaling real estate. And then I used to tell my friends, hey, I'm going to be studying real estate. I'm going to be making calls if anybody want to come, with me. And then, like, they used to be like, man, bro, you wasting your time. You buying scam courses. Why you talking about dropping out? Like, what you doing all this for? Every last one. When I'm telling you every last one that came back around. And you can't even blame them for it all the time because it's a vision that really only you could see. And once you start putting in the work and then getting the results, you know what I'm saying? Once I started showing the results then, you know, people like, damn, he wasn't wasting his time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could get around that, you know? So I feel like everybody, in a sense, you know, go through that, but there's only the few that actually keep going.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I'm
persevere.
saying?
They push through.
They keep
push,
going.
Push through all the doubt. Push through the negative. Bro, I mean,
So boom, you said
Everybody.
2012. That's when you got your first break.
then that lasted into 20. So that's 2014. 2015 started rolling the flips or whatever.
Okay.
Started building, and just like everybody, there's ups and downs and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I started thinking my shit don't stink, and I'm building, right? And you know, I got into a relationship,
Okay.
and I got engaged, and that about sank my ship, drug me down to where I had $1,200 to my name, bro. $1,200 to my name.
So all right, well, how much you? All right, let's put it in perspective. All right, so you had the job that you made a quarter off of. You got a 3-way runway, so 2014 up until like 15, 16.
Yeah, I'm damn near a millionaire at this point.
Okay, so you
and
just
I let
stacked up down there $1 million.
And then I let the well dry.
Went all the way down to $1,200.
Went all the way down to $1,200, bro. $1,200 in my name when I started the company.
The roofing company.
The roofing company.
All right, so before we get to that, I want people to understand that process of stacking all the way down there to $1 million and then going all the way back down to zero to start back up again. So what you say you started feeling yourself and then you got in a relationship. What's like the top, let's say three things?
Well, I can tell you this. I stopped paying attention to my business,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I started making impulsive decisions. I started to allow a relationship to allow me to overspend
Okay.
and live beyond my means,
Yeah.
not allowing me the fortitude, the financial fortitude to go forward and make investments.
Yeah.
And I didn't invest.
The money that you was.
I wasn't investing it. I was just letting it stay stagnant in the bank account.
Did you buy a car at this time? Did you buy some
No,
shit?
I mean, I was buying a bunch of stuff, taking
Yeah.
dumb vacations. I mean, just all the adolescent
Tricking
thing,
it,
you know,
yeah.
all the adolescent shit you do.
You was
know?
like 34, huh?
Yeah.
At this time? All right.
And
cool.
then, so it drove me down to where literally I had $1,200 in my name. I had a 2004 Honda Accord, Shonda the Honda. Shout out Shonda. Fucking love that car, bro. The headliner sagging above my head. Front headlights fogged up. Bro, and that's what I was driving. And I had an F-250.
Y'all need to see what he pulled up in today. We gonna cut that. We gonna cut that up, bro.
Dude, that car's sick.
Yeah. He said that car is sick.
She is sick, dude. Oh, they're all my babies, bro.
It was necessary though.
It was 100% necessary, bro. And like I got in my feels and I put too much energy into somebody else and forgot about myself. And then I neglected my business. I neglected a lot of things. Like you have to stay in touch, bro. You have to stay in touch with everything you do, or else why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't have systems that automate processes and things, but you still got to care about what you're doing,
Yeah.
right? And I went down and spent a week with my friend Rob Isabel.
Okay.
And Rob has a similar story to us. Like nobody thought he would amount to shit. Everybody made fun of him for his pipe dreams and this, that, and the other. He went down, he moved from Memphis down to Tampa, got around the right group of people, God put him on, and he learned some really valuable lessons he gave to me. And this was probably the biggest change, right? He taught me that I went down and spent a week with him. And we looked at everything from like mini donuts to moving companies to hair salons. We looked at like all kind of stuff and ran all kind of models. He was showing me modeling on businesses, a lot of crazy stuff. Sorry, I'm over here burping and shit.
You good.
So he showed me all that, and we sat down, and he taught me what he was taught. And it was, you don't invest into an industry, you invest into, or a product, you invest into a person. So what he did was, and he was taught this, you go find somebody that's undervalued, right? Find somebody that's really, really good at what they do, but they're undervalued by where they're at. He had, for example, he had a friend of his that was working for, I believe it was an attorney doing title work, but she was doing all the work. She was doing everything, right? So he went in, he saw that. He said, look, how about I help you start your own title company? She was scared to death. She's like, oh, he's like, look, you're not going to fail. I've got you. She was making like 60 grand a year. And this is probably back in, so this is like 2015, 16. And so he came in, said, we're going to do this business together. They did a 60-40 split on the business. He ran the complete business with his buddy that was mentoring him. So they split the other half. And she turned around, went in her first year, she made over $360,000. Next year, I think she was in $600,000-$700,000 range, right? They started this business with her. So I say all that to say this, I went and hunted down 2 guys that were really good at roofing. And I offered both of them, they were being undervalued by their company and they were getting ripped off. And I could hear, like, we were friends, so I'd hear like snickering of like, oh man, just got fucked over on this. And man, they they're holding back my money on this, blah, blah, blah. And I approached them and said, we should do this together. And each of them scared to death. And
I'm learning, by the way, right now. Y'all need to be taking notes because I'm thinking of like that was heavy what you said, like find somebody that's great at what they do but undervalued.
Yep.
I'm thinking of people right now while you saying that. So
changing lives is everything. It's everything. And I mean, I'll tell you this, I was in another interview and this lady's like, she was like, what do you think the greatest thing you've been able to accomplish is so far? And I said, you can't touch me. And she goes, don't you think that's a little arrogant? And I go, no. I was like, I've changed so many people's lives that you can't touch me. They won't even let you get near me. I've impacted so many people's lives that they're not going to allow you to get close to me, to hurt me, to take advantage of me, to try anything. They're not going to. You can't I built a fortress around me by helping people. You can't fuck with me. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I think it's probably the greatest accomplishment I've been able to do is build an army by helping people. Like you can't.
Because when you show somebody that you care about what they got going on.
And it's got to be real. You got to truly care. It can't be a flat. It can't just be for social media. It can't like I give away so much money. It's insane. And it's all behind closed doors. So I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Yeah. Right. I take care of my people, bro. They want for nothing. They know in the heat of anything, I'm going to be there. And I know that I can expect that in that love back. Yeah. Right. And even if it didn't come back, would I care? No. But yeah, so we went down there to jump back. We went through all the stuff. So I got with these 2 guys and I'll leave their names out of things. And they got taken advantage of finally. And both of them at separate accords were like, hey man, you still want to do that roofing thing? And I was like, yeah. Let's do it. Bro.
So this 2017.
This is 2017, beginning of 2017.
You still got 1,200 to your name at this point?
1,200 to my name. I got 2 houses that are supposed to sell. Okay. Right? And the loans are coming up on them. Right?
Oh, you like right at that.
Oh, like all my money's tied up in these things.
Bro, I know that.
Somebody broke into one of the houses, bro. Somebody broke in one of the houses, vandalized it, went upstairs, knocked the valves knocked the plumbing off the wall, right? The faucets off the wall. I pulled up to this house, bro.
In Memphis?
In Memphis. And the whole house, I saw running water across the driveway. Beautiful house. And I'm like, what? Bro, you could just hear and I hadn't been down there because I was living here. I was living in Nashville and I was driving back. Yeah. To
check on the projects and shit.
Right? And that was part of what drowned me. It was a whole thing where my ex-fiance, I'd get up at 4 a.m. I'd drive down to Memphis. I'd work 12 12-hour day, 14-hour day, and I get back in my car and I drive back so she didn't have to sleep alone. I do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it just ate my business away.
Yeah.
Because the cats will play, mouse away, cats will play, or not, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm like pulling up and this whole house is flooded. I'm like, oh no. Dude, I walk in, can lights are hanging out of the ceiling, dude. What? The floors are just gone. Cabinets are all fucked. I'm like, I walk upstairs. First, the hot water was so hot, it steamed the whole upstairs. Paint was peeling off the walls. It was the craziest shit on earth, bro.
This in 2017.
2017.
That's crazy.
Bro,
you had insurance, huh?
I had insurance.
All right.
I got it taken care of. Went back in. Wasted no time. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I got to get this problem. I got to get to a solution.
Fix it, yeah.
Now. Start hammering it out. Had to get them on the market, get them sold. Only had a few months. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm on top of it, right? Call my insurance lady. And she's everything, bro. So I call her, talk to her. She gets all that rocking. I go over to her office to talk to her months later after we kind of got it situated. All that got cleaned up and the houses are on the market. And I walked in and I was like, Lisa, I'm going to start this roofing company. After the guy had said yes. I said, I'm going to start this roofing company. I need insurance. And she's like, okay. She was like, can I talk to you? And I was like, sure. She walks outside and she was like, I don't know what it is about you, but I got to come work for you.
The insurance lady.
She was my insurance lady. She had been my insurance lady for several years, right? And I was like, well, what do you want to do? She was like, well, you're going to need an office manager, right? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, okay. I was like, well, what do you need? And she was like, oh, I need X amount of dollars. And I was like, I don't have that. And she was like, you'll find it. And she was like, I know you will. And I go, well, all right. Okay, let's do it. And she goes, okay. She walked back into that office and put her 2 weeks notice in right there, bro.
Damn.
On God, bro.
She let you know she
literally
dedicated.
Walked in. Walked
she was like,
in.
I'm done. I'm gone.
100%. Walked in. I'm out. Walked out. They fired her.
Oh, they fired her.
And we went to work.
So it's you and Lisa.
It's me and Lisa, and then these two other guys I'm gonna leave nameless, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, shit, because both of them committed. I was like, well, I'll open up one in Nashville and one in Memphis. Man, I went to my dad, and my dad didn't have anything, right? And I was like, my stepmother had a little bit from her previous husband's passing, and she's awesome. She's amazing. Oh, by the way, on Lisa, now I'm thinking about this. When she quit, she had ran an $8 million book of commercial insurance for 17 years. And when she left, it took 2 full-time people and a part-time person to replace her. She is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
She is bad. She's still with me to this day, bro.
Yeah, you can't replace that.
She is my right hand. She's at my house right now.
Yeah, you can't replace that. You can't replace that.
She is so sick, dude. You have no idea. She's everything. Talking about badass women. She's a badass woman. She is a gangster. And then my stepmother comes in and she's like, oh, let me ask your dad. So my dad sat down, on this phone call, and I'm like, yeah, I need $50,000. I'm $50,000 short. I was a lot more than that short.
Yeah.
But I finally got one of the houses gone. I got one still to go. And my dad's like, one of them was going to go. So I still had $1,200 in my name, but I knew one was sold, right?
Yeah.
Just waiting on it to go through. And then I had one behind it. And I was like, I need to borrow this $50,000.
Yeah.
Right? And my dad's like, hold on a minute. You want to start a roofing company? And I was like, yeah. He goes, how many roofs have you been on? I was like, he's like, let me call you back. I was like, all right, here we go. So he calls and he's like, there are 306 roofing companies in West Tennessee. What do you want to be? You want to be 307? He's like, I'm not giving you the money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he starts laughing. And I'm like, all right. I was like, I got to get off the phone. He's like, oh, no, son, I didn't mean to offend you. You know, I was like, no, I don't have time for this. Oh, you know, I said, Dad, I don't have time for this. It's all good. Not mad. So I called my buddy, Jerry Andrews. I said, Jerry, I need to borrow 50 grand. I'll have it back to you in 6 months. Right? I said, I'll give you 11% ROI. I was like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. He goes, and I made a bunch of money for him flipping. And he was like, he goes, Shy, come and get this check.
He was like,
He's like, dude, he goes, 9%. He's whatever, just come get this check. He's like, you've done more for me than anybody else. You know? And he's like, I trust you. So I go get the check, have him paid back in 45 days. Boom. Sitting at Christmas that year, my dad's like, how's your little roofing company going? I said, well, we did 3.5 million so far this year. What's up? And he goes, no way. I said, and he's like, I was like, just think my dumbass was going to give you equity in the company for this loan. I was like, how stupid would I have been? And he's like, I deserve that. I was like, yeah, you do. And everybody doubted us, bro. Everybody doubted me.
Man, that's crazy.
We opened up
my
and
dumb
went
ass about
work.
to give you equity in the company for this shit.
How stupid would I have been?
So what the 50 was for? It was just startup costs?
Just
pay
running
Lisa?
costs, pay material, pay this, pay that.
Yeah.
You know, get things running. I remember sitting down with the manufacturer.
Y'all did $3.5 million your first year in the roofing company.
Not even a full year, bro. I started May 1st.
How? Those other two guys had that big of a book of business? Or?
It wasn't their book of business. I took 6 guys, 6 of my dudes that you're talking about ex-drug dealers, ex-bartenders, ex-hustlers, bro.
Yeah, hustlers.
I don't care, you know? Like, you want to change your life, I want to help you change it. You're going to do things the right way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we're going to go at it.
Yeah.
And I took them from being street dudes into going out and applying what they, their skill set.
So they was doing the sales, but they were door knocking.
Door knocking, killing it, making a fool out of everybody. I remember sitting down at the first meeting, right? We sit down with ABC Supply Company, and it's Lisa sitting right. Lisa's sitting right
lumber
here.
For them.
Huh?
Yeah, they sell lumber.
Bro, sitting down, it's one of which would be our sales rep, and then their finance lady, and then it's me and Lisa, and we're at this lunch. And they're like, so what do you think you're gonna do? We'll have to set up your credit account, and what do you think you're gonna do? And I said, we'll do $1 million easy this year. And she goes, she's like, okay. In order for us to do this, we got to be a lot more realistic with, where you're going to be. So we can set gates and things like that for your rebates and blah, blah, blah. I said, look, I'm going to do, trust me, I'm going to do $1 million minimum. And she goes, most people that say trust you, you can't trust them. And then I go, then fucking watch me. How about that? How about fucking watch me? And Lisa's like kicking me under the table because she knew she hit that button. I'm like, you're calling me a liar.
Now I got a reason to show you.
I said, let's make some things really clear. The only reason I'm sitting down and talking with you guys is because my business partner that has a relationship with you guys wanted me to, and he couldn't be here. I was like, I don't want to be here just as bad as you don't want to be here. So let's this is going to be about how you work with me, not about what I do for you. Because I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I have confidence in myself. I have confidence in my guys. I know what I'm going to do. So we're going to talk about what y'all are going to do for us, and we're going to work there. I was like, and I'm not being a dick, But don't sit there and tell me somebody says you can't trust them, or somebody says trust me, you can't trust. I was like, so let's get back on the right foot. And then we turn around.
Then when she hit you.
Yeah, dude. We turn around, pop 3.5 out. She's like, I'm like, yeah, how you feeling
She
now?
was like, I need all that business. I need it. Because if you pick it up and go to somebody
over.
else, boom. You know what I'm
Over.
saying? People don't understand how much value it is in a client that's going to keep coming back over and over.
Over and over and over, and loyal, man. Like, and I mean, so many people tried snatching us.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you're going to build something, let's build together. Like, I want a good, healthy relationship where everybody's respectful. Don't disrespect me and expect me not to tell you
Come
what time
back.
it is.
So it was Memphis. You had to,
I had Memphis and I opened Nashville in October, and Nashville was a really, really hard lesson.
okay.
Hard lesson. Because we started Memphis in a 10-foot by 10-foot room that I rented from my buddy. It was an electrical contractor. I paid him $300 a month for that room, dude. And we didn't have anything. And then when we opened Nashville, I rented a house from my buddy Jeff Matthews. And I ran that business out of that house. And I had 3 guys there, but we were opening a roofing business right before winter.
Yeah. That's slow season.
Slow season, it's cold. Daylight savings time is the biggest one because you're door knocking.
Nashville
you know?
sucks. It get
Dude.
dark in Nashville like 4:45.
Quick. So what are you going to
Nashville
knock
should be
on
on
somebody?
Eastern time, if you ask me.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
And you're over there knocking on the door and it's dark out. You look like a criminal.
These
bro.
people
Like,
in Nashville don't play that.
no. And so we ended up, I mean, shit, last year we did in Nashville alone, I think I did 11 million.
Just Nashville.
Just Nashville.
So did Nashville become like the bigger than
Nashville-
Memphis?
Yeah, Nashville did. Well, Memphis
Okay.
and Nashville, we would continue to climb. Nashville is going to end up being probably if I had to guess in the next 5 years, and we've done this with no marketing either. I'll put that out there.
This is all just door knocking,
This is
hustling.
all ground
yeah,
roots,
word of
door
mouth.
knocking, word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know, well, I guarantee you that'll be Nashville end up being a $25, $30 million a year store.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So
sure.
started 2017, 3.5 million first year. Second year, y'all keep growing up.
Second year, I think we did 8, something like that, 7, 8, something
Yeah.
like that. And then along the way, I'm learning that, I started a business I knew nothing about,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we were learning. Insurance was rapidly changing, so we were getting smarter. A lot of people weren't changing with the insurance laws or their policies, more or less, their company policies.
How many roofs is like $8 million? Like,
Bro, I couldn't even tell you right
bro,
now.
is
It's
it like
thousands,
5,000,
thousands
10,000
of
roofs? Like,
Thousands of roofs. I mean, at one time we were pumping out, like Nashville alone was pumping out over 100 roofs a month.
and basically your partners, they ran all of that part of the business.
So they would run the operation side of the business.
Yeah.
Right. I would go in and I'd work on the mindsets of all the sales staff, helping them, in their personal lives, because you can't just grow somebody just in your business. That's not true growth. What are you really doing for them? I bring in financial advisors to talk to them about tax advisors to come in and talk to them. I go in there and personally work on their mindsets, and it's all about growing them as a human being and making them better, And
when you started seeing money for yourself out of that business?
I didn't take anything out of that business. Like the first, dude, they had to pry me out of Shonda the Honda. My buddy messed up my F-250, so
Yeah.
it didn't even make it into the scene, bro. Shonda the Honda, bro, they had to drag me out of that car.
Out of the car.
I'm like, no,
Nah,
no, dude.
I ain't doing
I ain't
nothing.
spinning nothing.
That's how it is when you go up and come back down. You like, this time, this
no.
run is over with.
That's it. You're
I'm holding on
no
to everything.
sir, bro.
Yeah.
So I started to grow. We took Nashville and Memphis and we kept those solid. I think it was 17, 18. Like I think 19 we opened up the third store.
What was that at?
I think that was in Arkansas, Jonesboro.
Okay.
And the business partner, what I would do is I would partner, right? Everybody says, oh, the only, sinking ship's a partnership. I don't believe that at all. So great. I mean, have I had partners that it didn't work out? Yeah. Like the two that started, they didn't end up working out.
Okay. They didn't work out.
That's why I don't want to bring names in, but JT was the DJ in my band. Phenomenal singer. This kid's, he's so good. And he ended up working in the company, and he worked his way up to partner. So I made him partner in Arkansas in Jonesboro. And he just took off. He's a natural. Now he's running the entire company. Now that I've stepped away, I still hold stock in the company.
Okay, so you still got some ownership in it.
Oh yeah, still got stock. Still have a nice share of stock in the company, but JT and all the rest of the guys are still in it.
Okay, so they still running it.
Yep, and JT is running the entire. He took my spot basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Like
JT paid then.
He is shockingly smart. Like I had him tested. It's called the Harrison test, right?
Okay.
And you're talking about this company that administers the Harrison test. They test for like CEOs, CFOs.
So like a personality type of test.
Well, it's all kind of acumen, right? And they test everything. They test for like for huge companies. You're talking about like Frigidaire, and you're talking about Apple, and you're talking about like FedEx and all these mega companies, which I always wanted. My vision for Southern was to make it the FedEx of roofing. I was like, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I did it. I just didn't know that I was going to have to.
The name was Southern?
Southern Roofing and Renovations. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know that I was going to have to step away in order for it to happen. But the sacrifice I made has made it the #1 residential roofing company in the world right now. #1.
Damn.
Not 2, bub.
So y'all up there.
One.
Y'all done went to #1. God damn.
One.
In 7.
Yes. It was 6 years. The acquisition started 6 years in and like ended just this past January.
Damn.
Bro.
Is it public? Is it going to go public?
I don't know if they'll take, because I merged it with 2 other companies.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to ever take it public. They might and may not. I mean, bro, I'm still just watching my boys.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just proud, like just watching them grow and what they've turned into. And the thing is, like all the rest of my
Do you do anything
stuff,
for the company at all? Or you just have ownership in that?
No, I mean I still mentor my boys.
Okay.
I still I told them, I was like, the circle's gotta clamp down because there's so much of me that I give that I've gotta hone it in a little bit because I'm running out of juice. For going and taking people from
zero to...
Yeah, but they need to be doing that. I said, y'all got to build your own circles. You have to give back. You have to take people, just like y'all are standing in the circle with me right here, right now, today. I was like, y'all need to be growing your own circles and doing the exact same thing I did with y'all. If you don't do it, we got problems. We got problems because this was meant to be given and shared. Right?
With our entire family, with everybody.
Everybody. I mean, dude, I told all the guys had over 400 sales staff, and I'm up on stage at the company conference last year, and I told them, I said, I tell every one of my guys, we went in, started this from nothing. There wasn't a book on this. There wasn't a YouTube channel when this thing got going to so we could just go refer to this. There wasn't all this how does insurance work? There was light touches, but nothing. Maybe how to actually do a roof inspection was on YouTube, but there was nothing. We pulled all this together, brought all this knowledge together, years of mistakes, fails, epic fails, losing money, long sleepless nights, just family wondering where you're at, what's happening, just grueling and just pushing it to the limits of what it is, right? And I told all my guys, there's 400 of them in the room. I said, I'm going to tell all y'all, like I tell my business partner, Junior Bras, Oswaldo Bras, I tell him all the time, I'm handing
He
you.
like he ain't nothing but like 20 something.
He's
I ain't met
20
him. I've been
he's
seeing him and
28,
Paul
bro.
kicking it. Yeah.
28. He's a
God damn.
monster, bro.
And he started the business with you.
He came in year 3.
Okay.
Came in, I think it was year 2 or 3.
And what role
He started off in sales.
all right.
He started off in sales, ended up making partner.
Okay.
And I told all of them, I said, if I've done all this work and I've given you a leg up, right? When I started, you got to remember, I started making $12 an hour and washing FedEx trucks till fucking 1 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no 6-figure job for me to walk into to save my money, go start this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You had to get it out the ground.
I had to create the entity, right? That you guys
That
all now have
everybody
a head start.
eating off of.
And you got all the years and years of knowledge, and you can reach over and talk to any one of these guys, and they will help you. Because if they don't, they will leave.
Yeah. It's over with for him.
That's it. You disrespect one of the guys by not sharing knowledge, holding back something, retaining something, you're out. You're out the click. See you, bud.
Yeah,
Later.
because that could spread within the company.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
then you got
it's-
everybody like that.
Not happening. Right? And I told all of them, I said, I'm going to tell y'all like I tell Junior. If you don't beat me, then fuck you.
Real
If you
talk.
don't beat me, then fuck you. You got a leg up on everybody else. If you don't beat me, it means you're lazy, you don't care, you're not trying.
ain't
You got a
trying.
leg up on everybody.
You
If
need
you
to be
don't take
around
that
us.
energy, no, you don't take that energy. If you can't beat me, then fuck you.
You don't need to be around.
No,
You don't
they
need to
should
be
they should be
around.
able to do it. They should be able to do it. Nobody taught me any of this. I had to
And-
go learn all of it.
So when did they start, or when did you start considering to sell it? You said the sale started in, like
There were a
it
couple-
happened this year, huh? The sale happened.
Yeah,
like-
January.
All right, so January this year. How long did that process go on before it closed?
They started coming to me, private equity started coming to me in, I think, like February of
23?
last year.
All right.
Yeah, they started coming around. The sharks were circling. But I understood what they were doing. So you start seeing that, you're like, okay, there's got to be something to this. So I'm looking around and I'm seeing the temperature, everything going on. They're starting to roll up like they did AC companies, plumbing companies, starting to do this roll up,
Yeah.
right?
So
I'm
basically putting all the companies together.
Together. Yep. And
That's
I could
kind of
see-
like what Alex Hormozzi and them do, I think. Like they take, Alex Hormozzi?
I don't know him personally, no.
You've seen him
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, so like he does like those company roll-ups to basically get the valuation of the company
Correct.
higher.
Yep. So I knew that was coming down the line. I could see it. Also, it's all about timing. So I also knew that insurance was just changing their laws to beat down on the consumer, which is really terrifying. They're really bad. There's a reason why every single halftime show brought to you by Aflac or they're robbing you.
Yeah.
Insurance companies are robbing you blind.
Yeah, they
Literally.
They are.
I think they pay out 1% of everything they earn every year.
Yeah.
And they're taking your money
And
right?
investing in it.
And investing your money.
Tripling, doubling it.
Yeah, they're making tons of money off your money, right?
Just like banks.
110%. So it's
like
like, you know what? They got a little game running, run your game. I'm out. Well, I could see they're pulling some more BS, right? They're making it harder for the homeowners to actually be taken care of. So I saw that being a problem. Allocation, getting material, with the shortage in labor, things like that, and then all the fake COVID BS. Like they're using that as an excuse to jump things up and then strike inflation, and we could get all the economics, all that anytime, another time. But I could see the writing on the wall that I could get it to where I wanted to take it, right? But it was going to take me probably another 8-9 years. And I was like, okay, or I could see that I could merge if I picked the right partner, and it had to be the right one, because it was either roll up or go fight the juggernauts. You know what I'm saying? Either roll up and join a team or go fight against them, right? And I was geared up for it. If the right person wouldn't have come along, I was going to go for the fight.
Yeah.
Whatever, let's go. You want to fight? But we could have worked for another, because the way the market was rolling, it was going down. Market share was going down, right? We were still growing, but margins were shrinking, things of that nature. And I could see it to where we could possibly had worked the next 2 to 3 years, and the multiples were going to go down. So we could have worked for the next
So a
2
diminishing
years.
return, kind of.
Yeah, I could end up the same money, same spot,
Yeah.
and put 2.5 more
Extra
years
years.
into it,
Yeah.
and still been in the same spot. I was willing to do that and roll the dice on that if I didn't find the right partnership, right? And the right one came along, Legacy Roofing, with Bessemer Investment Group, and I talked with Scott Mullins, the owner, the founder of Legacy.
Okay.
And he was just like me. I was like, he was just like me, but what he did is he built all his systems out right before going in. I went in and expanded and got footprint. I went for footprint. I went for growth. So I ended up
So
going.
you put that together.
I kept dropping money. Yeah, you put the two together. It's deadly,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's deadly.
It's like a damn
Bec-
wildfire or
it's
something.
what they're about to do in the roofing industry is going to be mesmerizing. It's polarizing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sit back and go,
I had my piece.
that was my baby.
Yeah.
And look
I
at it
played
grow.
My piece in it.
That's
so
it.
you said y'all end up merging. So like
Mm-hmm.
so you sold a part. How did break down like the selling part? Because at the beginning we talked about a 9-figure sale. So I know people like,
Yeah.
9-figure sale, what you talking about? So break
So,
down like the whole
What we did was we
deal.
took,
What you can break down about it.
yeah,
you know?
there's some things can be.
Yeah.
So I took all of the partnerships, rolled them into one big holding company.
Okay.
Took that holding company and sold all the equity, right, from the holding company into it. And then I left in X amount of millions into the new company, right? And then so I got a front end multiple, an X amount of dollars up front, and then there's X amount of millions on the back end left. The minimum multiplier for it right now is 2.8. The max multiplier on the back end, I got 9.9 on the front end, which is 9.9x, which is crazy.
Yeah. You basically
Crazy.
So when you say 9.9,
Other
like
roofing
if the
companies are
building-
trading, other companies are 9.9 times EBITDA.
Okay, so if you make 10 million, you get 9 times that. If you net 10 million, you get 9
You get
times that.
you're 9.9 times that.
Yeah, because EBITDA is basically a smart word for net, right?
Yeah,
Like
pretty
your
much triple
income.
net kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got that on the front end, and then on the back end, you got X amount of million left in on the back end, right? The company flips again, you can exit, or you can exit whenever you want. When it flips again, which it will, Berkshire Hathaway is already teed up to get it.
Warren Buffett, huh?
Yep, Warren Buffett's already teed up to get it.
Yeah.
Once it does that, then it'll either be 2.8x on the money that's left in, or the shares, the value of the shares, or it could go up to 6 or 7. It just depends. And I told all my guys, I said, I'm leaving y'all in here. I was like, before y'all were like a wrestling team, so everything that y'all did individually, right? Everything that you guys did individually led up to this, right? And we all worked as a team, but we were all individual LLCs, and I pulled all you guys in together as one. Now y'all are a football team.
So one person could shine and everybody else could.
Every one of you guys, how y'all contribute now, it can't be like, oh, he did good and he didn't. You guys are going to dig into each other and hold each other accountable. And if you don't, you and I will never work together again. Period.
So now they working for that second flip.
Yep.
So all right, let's put it like this. So all right, you have a company, if it's netting 10 million a month, then you could possibly sell it for like 90 million. And then out of that 90 million, you might take 50 and leave 40 million sitting in there. And then
flip
now
again.
on this next run, that 40 million could flip into anywhere from 3 to 7 times the amount of that
Yes.
40 million.
Yep.
They said a company is not successful until you sell it, until
Bro.
you exit. So
Most people don't understand. Like, companies make good money, but the majority of the money that's made on a company is on the exit.
it's on the exit.
Is
Yeah.
on the exit. And then when they do these roll-ups, they turn into monsters. Like, you're like, well, why would anybody ever do that if it's not making, blah, blah, blah. Well, when they roll them up, you're talking about these guys in here. This is Carnegie and Phipps money, like, that I was working with, which, Carnegie still is one of the founders
Yeah.
of the United States and its
Yeah.
industry,
Yeah.
And so they know how to optimize. Me, I knew when I wanted to optimize, but I left enough meat on the bone. I wasn't fully optimized when I exit, and they wanted to try to punish me on that on the multiple. And I said, not a chance. You want me because there's still a lot of meat on the bone,
Yeah.
but yet you want to pay me this for it. I said, that's not going to work. I said, that's not how this is going to happen. You can't sit here and say, oh, you've got the footprint. We love what you're doing, this, that, and the other. I said, I wasn't preparing for a sell, because had I been preparing for a sell, you wouldn't even have got it for this. We would have been out of your price range,
Yeah.
period.
So they had to that's when they had to up the dollar on it.
They had to come in.
Yeah.
And they did. And I mean, they knew that we were worth it. They knew the value we were going to bring, the footprint we were going to bring, our ability to go into green space. We can go into a space, into a city, for little to nothing, and go set up a multi-million-dollar business like that.
Just because y'all, like at the beginning, we talked about the experience, the skills, the knowledge. And, some people look at it like they don't understand. Like, you might see somebody making it look easy, and you saying, oh, we could go in the city and making millions like that. But really, that's because of everything you learned from
100%,
doing it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And exiting
It was all the lead up.
So like I got time for like what? I got at least like one question left, one or two questions. They giving me the signals. They letting us know.
Let's go.
Get it on. So, all right, before I get you out of here, bro. One, are you gonna do it again? That's one question. Are you ready to start another business again?
Bro, you think I ain't got other businesses?
All right. So
You
we
think,
doing it. We working
dude,
on it again.
I've got a genetic testing company. I got a genetic testing company. We're in 400 NutriShop stores right now.
Yeah.
I got an AI company that is it's super gangster. I just started JS Software Services. I sold one of the head programmers from Hilton.
Okay.
I've got 5 products that are coming out this year that are incredible
And
products.
this is all in the midst of this the one business that popped. This all came from it, the roofing company.
I've been working on these in the still waters behind this whole thing. And then I've got the AI company. I've got
and same thing.
and I was able to keep my commercial roofing division. I only sold residential, bro.
So you still got the commercial. And this is all from from your mentor giving you that game, saying find somebody that's undervalued, bring a side to the equation that they don't have, and then boom,
Yep.
y'all grow
And change
something from it.
lives and be honest, truthful, real, 100%. Be honest, truthful, real, change lives.
And Lisa, she your right hand on all these ventures.
Every bit of it, bro.
I bet Lisa getting money right now.
Oh, Lisa's doing just fine.
Buy her some whips.
Lisa's
Buy her
doing just
you
fine.
too, man. You say you like some cars, man. You bought some pretty expensive whips, man. I think you spent probably at least 3 to 5 in whips.
Yeah, I got all kind of stuff. We got 3 twin turbo Huracans. One's 1,000 horse. Well, one's getting built to 1,800 horse. The other one's 2,600 horsepower.
Yeah.
Ferrari 488. All these cars are gifts to
You
myself.
had that when I met you.
Yep. So
When I
all these
met you, the
cars that I
pink one.
give myself, I set myself
Yeah.
on a goal, and I reward myself with a car.
Yeah.
I got
That's dope.
Ferrari 512 TR, one of 14 black ones. Michael Jordan's got one of the other ones.
Yeah. Little soft flex.
No,
you know,
super
MJ
sick.
gonna-
MJ, let's go.
soft flex, little soft
Dude,
flex.
06 Ford GT, Ford GT MK2, 2020, 1 to 45.
Sammy
in the
got
world.
some. Your boy got some competition now, huh?
Oh, come on,
Cars and
Sammy.
coffee.
Line them up. Line them up,
He got
Sammy.
some competition, man, bro.
Coming
Look,
for you.
Shy, bro. I appreciate you, dog, coming on here
Love
and
you,
like
bro.
really just
Love
talking
you.
about
Love
this,
you. Love
dog,
you.
man. Bro, this is all love over here,
Dude,
bro.
you
like,
and your boys do some beautiful work, man. I
Appreciate
gotta tell
it.
you, you got a team around you, and I feel it, bro.
bro, I appreciate it,
I'm
bro.
so proud of you, bro. Like, I'm just like, keep winning, let's go. Like,
Yes,
I geek out on that shit, dude.
Man, bro, I appreciate it, bro. And like even, shooting these shows, I'm always learning, because we ain't sold the business for 9 figures yet. You feel me?
you'll get
But
it.
like,
You'll
man,
get
what I'm picking, from what you said, I think like the biggest thing that you said today is one of the biggest things that I'm taking away from it is find people that are great at what they do but undervalued at the same time and see how you can add to what they got going on.
Yep.
But I mean, what would you like to leave the people with as like your last impression on this show? We'll probably shoot another show sometime down the
Oh,
line.
dude, we can talk. There's so much
Yeah.
stuff we can talk about, bro.
Yeah, we just scratched the tip of the iceberg. But like,
Man.
just for the people, like, what's something you want to leave them with for somebody that's watching this that might be in the position you was in 2012?
There's so much. Believe in yourself. Know that no matter how hard times get, no matter like how tough it is, no matter how much you're doubted, build yourself a roadmap and take it in bits and pieces, right? And take those little successes because they will all add up and be the foundation for your greatest success ever, right? Take those little pieces, cut everything, chop everything up and make it digestible, right? Build yourself a roadmap, reverse engineer it, chop it up, make it digestible, right? And make every day have a goal to it. Doesn't matter if it's, I'm going to read 20 pages on something that's goal-oriented, or I'm going to go and make 20 contacts or whatever it might be every day, because that's why the world is round and it's not flat. As long as you take a step forward, there's going to be another one in front of you,
Yep.
right? You're not going to step off the edge. So believe in yourself, 100%, obviously. Don't listen to what anybody has to say, because if I would have listened to my dad, where would I have been?
Not right here.
Not a chance.
Nah.
Not a chance.
Nah.
I can tell you some more on that. But take it in little pieces. Make it digestible. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by like, how do I make this huge thing happen? Everybody feels that way when they start. They feel like there's this mountain they got to climb that they don't know if they can or not, right? Because it
Do it one
seems so.
step at a time.
Take it, break it up into pieces, make it digestible, believe in yourself, and don't ever feel embarrassed to ask for help.
Yeah. Bro, brick by brick.
That's it.
Just like we build a house, bro. Just like I post on my page, man, win the day, those small wins truly add up. If you go climb a mountain, you can't just jump to the top of the mountain. So you might as well take one look at the top and then just put your head right there and go
That's it.
until you get to the top. So that wraps up another amazing episode of Triple M Show. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment, and get this thing out here. And y'all know the motto, take action today. If you don't know, start with that roadmap, start with that journey. Your current situation is not your final destination. We out.